Making my way downtown, walking fast. Ah! It appears we have encountered the first obstacle of our journey to the magic kingdom of Bugendell. But this shall not stop me reaching my end goal. After all, my dad, Robin Hood, didn't want me to be a coward. But sometimes I just prefer to hide. I'm not always a coward. Sometimes I do my dad proud. Whoppa! Didn't see that coming, did ya? Neither did the enemy. And after all that hunting, I finally reached the Sprookjesboek, the entrance to Bugendell. And with that, access to fresh travel supplies for all my adventures that wait ahead. Let's go and have a look. I see gold dust, empty jars, poison flask, HP. What? Milk? Let's see what else they have. Helmets, battle horn, and sun defense. Are you serious? Finally something useful. Poison apples. I am so hungry. Oh! What is this? Oh, relics. So much to choose from, but I'm especially interested in this. Hey, we're finally back after having a month off due to some personal reasons. If you don't know what's been happening, you can check out the posts on my YouTube channel. You know exactly what's been happening in my personal life. But I'm back. I've got a bit more time now to start making more content for you guys. So we're gonna continue working on our fantasy area that we just started, called Bugendell. And the previous episode, you can check out the top right corner here. We made an introduction, which is what you saw in the video just before. The archer is so funny. I had so much fun making that. Let me know down below if you want to see more of that sort of stuff. And I'm very happy to make intros like that, because it's so much fun to do. And it's a little bit of storytelling and showing off what we make in this episode, of course. And in this episode, we'll be building a travel supplies shop, and then we'll also be building an inn, which you haven't seen before, but I'm super proud of that. So what I'm doing here is I'm just working at a cave section that you enter just as you access the new fantasy area under the book. If you don't know what I'm talking about, again, check out the previous video in the top right corner from just before. And with that said, I'm just going to show you the snap build for the cave section, because there's not much to show here, and I just want to get ahead and start working on this adventure shop, which is gonna be epic. So, let's check out the snap build, and let's go! After that was done, I started working on the outlines of the new fantasy area, and I wanted to create a really big gully surrounded by mountains, so that the moment that you arrive there, in the background you can see a massive fantasy castle overlooking the whole valley. And I'm gonna build a little village. So here you see me building the mountain area where the castle will be on. And then I'm surrounding the whole area by mountains. And this is just a basic shape of the new area that I'll be working on. Obviously the shape is subject to change, and also the size, but just a general idea of what to expect, really. So yeah, after that's done, I polish everything a little bit, and I start working on a little bridge or a walkway that goes from the cave here to the bottom of the gully. It really isn't as interesting, so let's go and skip ahead and start building the adventure potion brewery thingy-majiggers. The idea is to make at the bottom of the walkway in the gully, to make a little village where you can top up on adventure supplies, on food, and you can rest at an inn and all that sort of stuff. Make a little village where you can do all of that stuff for your adventures that awaits in the fantasy area that we will be building. So one of them was going to make a adventure supply shop, and And obviously you're gonna get your classic items there, such as elixirs, relics, artifacts, maybe some herbs, like herbology, I don't know what the name for that is. But also weapons and shields and all that sort of stuff. So here you see me building a little counter. And where the statue is, that's where the place will be where you can purchase from a vendor. I'm gonna put a little merch store in here. And obviously it's also important to get all the little details of the woodworks in as well. And I find a really cool concept on Pinterest. So after looking at that, I really like the design. So I created my own little version of it. And that's what I'm building here pretty much. So here's the snap build for what we have so far. And here you can kind of see where the statue is. That's where you can purchase your goods from. Now you guys must be wondering, oh my god, Book, where's the roller coaster? Where are the attractions? Oh my god! I'm wanting to set the tone first for the kind of environment I'm trying to create. And a big part of that is first creating buildings and scenery items to set the tone for the whole area. So this little village that we're building, which these buildings are going to be part of, are going to be like rustic, ancient, well, old, medieval kind of style looking buildings, like your classic adventure buildings. So I'm super excited for the theme. And obviously, once that's done, we can start incorporating rides and have a bit of a storyline going in the area. But without scenes and scenery, you can't create environments. So it's super important that the buildings are right, which sets the tone for the rest of the area. Now that the outside was relatively done, still lots of little details to add, but I really needed to put some shelves down because I really wanted to put my display items, my items on display. So I'm putting these shelves in here on the outside of the building, and on there you're gonna have all your potions displayed, at least in this area. And then on the other sides of the buildings you're gonna have all sorts of other items on display. And on the inside we're gonna have a couple of, there's just a wide variety of items on display that you can buy. So here I'm just putting down some potions and some milk jars and all sorts of stuff to fill the shelves. Now I also put down signs. Here you can see a potion sign hanging outside of the potion area. And here I'm gonna put a sign down saying defense. It says potions now, but I changed it to defense. Here you can buy helmets and swords and hammers and all sorts of defense related stuff. And then I fill the shelves up with potions and other items. I also thought it would be a really fun idea to indicate what each potion does or item that you can buy. You know, just as in the supermarket you can read the label and see what you buy. Here I'm doing the same thing for my shop. So we've got XP potions and poison potions and HP potions, and there's all sorts of stuff that you can purchase. And then on the ground I put a couple more potions, and with that I think I'll show you guys the snap build of the potion section and the defense section of this shop. So let's check it out. I'm trying to fit in these benches where they can sell items from, but then my PC crashed and I lost my recording. So it skipped to the area where I finished everything and it didn't record how I built it. But all I did is I built a distraction site with a harp and some items, some potions on the top. And I also built a herbal site on the other side. And I'll show this in more detail in a little bit. But for now, here is the snap build for that area, so you can still see a little bit what it looks like. I'm super proud of it. There really already is so much clutter in this shop. and I added a couple more cluttery things to the front of the shop. And then later on I started working on the back side of the shop where you can buy relics. Relics are ancient items that hold special powers, and we will go over them shortly and talk about them as well. But there's some really nice Easter eggs and hints towards, nods towards other projects I've worked on and things that I enjoy, such as the Lord of the Rings, for instance. It was really fun placing down all these relics in the back of the shop just to grab random items and come up with a name. It's really funny. But here is what it looks like pretty much. Here you see me placing down one of the relics, which is a nice poo. And then you can see Ghibli's X. And then on the left you got an unstable orb. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Here we can quickly go over a couple of things that you can see here. Here we have the Eternal Youth, Fountain, Potion, what? We got the Ball of Book, don't ask me why. Then we've got Tane Mahuta, which is a potion named after the famous Tree of Life project I did in Planet Coaster 1. And then here we have the Unstable Orb. It's an orb that's not stable. Logics. And then here we have the all-seeing googly eye. It's really funny because it's animated, I'll show you later. But it rotates around and it's a nod towards Lord of the Rings. And then this is Tridal Head, a trident head. Literally the head of a trident. Don't ask me why, it's just a random object I found and I gave a name. And it doesn't have any reason why it's a relic. So stupid. And then we have the Crystallisk, because it's a crystal and not an obelisk. So, I don't know. Don't ask me questions. Time to put down some more shit. Filling these shit. What's wrong with me? I'm filling the shelves with some more stuff. This is gonna be the tool section. You can get pickaxes here and rowing things, but also an anvil and some crates and some other random stuff that I found in my inventory. So yeah, this is the crap area pretty much. And last but not least, chucking in some final details on the outside of the building, such as a chimney with some smoke, because there'll be smoking inside. What? Some grass, some greenery, some decals, some more clutter to bring the whole thing into shebang shabook, and then it all looks nice. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the travel supplies. Let's continue and build an inn. And I'm super stoked to show you guys what I got up my sleeve this time. Oh my god, Book, you're not even wearing long sleeve shirts? That's right. I've got a short t-shirt. What? Why am I saying this? Here we are, starting the... Oh my god! I can't focus building my inn. Here I've laid down the basic foundation of the inn. This is the kind of shape that it's gonna have. I really have no idea what I'm actually doing. So I'm just adding stuff on top of stuff and make it stuff looks prettier than stuff was before. Oh my god. I have to get myself checked. Maybe for ADHD or something. I don't know. Here is the snap build of the bottom section of the inn. Oh, okay. It's beautiful! Here I'm adding some details to the building because currently it's a Minecraft house made from dirt and wood. Honestly, a 5-year-old could do a better job than I do. Oh, this is terrible content. Let's skip ahead, chuck on some details and see what it looks like after I've added in some details. Because this is very boring to look at, probably. the most serious thing that I do is not taking myself too seriously. I'm just having fun with the game, and I'm just enjoying messing around and adding in funny edits and stuff. So if you don't like that stuff, this content might not be for you. Otherwise, keep watching, because yeah, I enjoy doing little edits and stuff like that. But I'm adding some more details to the inn. It's starting to actually look like something, but at this point it really feels like I'm just polishing a shit. It's not that great. How do I come up with that stuff? I don't know. Time to add a little bit of clutter to the house, because my front garden is as messy as I'm going to make this front garden. Oh no, joke. I don't have a front yard. What? I'm adding a couple of horse attachment poles. I don't know what they're called. What are they called? I can't think of the name. Like those poles where you can attach these ones, where you can attach horses to. Great content. I also add some greenery and some other barrels and little cluttery things, some wall-growing plants, and some stone walls at the bottom of the building to have it look like it's a bit more rugged than, you know, the straight wooden stone walls that you see. It's starting to look really nice, and then I destroyed part of my building to make sure I could create an entrance so that I could theme and decorate the inside of the inn. That was also something I really wanted to do. So let's go check it out, what we have so far, and then start building the inside of the inn. The first thing to do is install some padding so that guests could actually go inside, and it proved to be a lot more difficult than I anticipated. I spent a total of 1 hour trying to get this padding in. I don't know what I was doing. It was a disaster, and at this point I really wanted to throw my laptop through the window, but I managed to make it work. And then I chucked down some benches. These were gonna be the shops to which they will sell some stuff. Here you go. There's some people here now. And I'm decorating the bar as well. I wanted this to be an inn, so it needed to be like nice and cozy. And it needed to be a bar, so lots of woodwork and cozy and warm feelings. So to get a little cozy and warm feeling, I obviously had to create a fire pit? Furnace? What do you call this thing? Fireplace. Oh my goodness. I created the fireplace from stone and then really nicely decorated the bar. So they can sell coffee and hot dogs, but in reality it's just a bar where you can get beer and get drunk. And there's happy hour, of course. Very important. So let's go check out the snap build for the inn, and then go check out the builds in real time. So yeah, let's jump in. Hello everyone, we are finally back, and here we are, the travel supplies for all your greatest adventures. Let's go check it out to see what we made. Obviously we also made the really awesome looking Boogie's Inn, which we will be checking out. We built the inside. Super excited to show you guys what it looks like. But first we're gonna check out the travel supply shop that we made. We're just gonna have a look around because there's lots to see, lots of teeny tiny details, and I reckon we just start on this side. Here we've got tools, we got shovels, pickaxes, and axes and anvils, in case you need to carry it in your backpack for some bloody reason, for some on the road smithing. You know, sometimes you just have to do what you do. We got some crates, and then here we have, so that was the tools. I can just actually do this. Yeah, that was tools. And here we have the fence. We've got helmets, we got battle horns, we got hammers, we sell swords, we sell shields, and we also sell sun defense, some epic sunnies, some hats. I thought it would be really funny to, you know, with the defense. So check out the outside, and because we've got lots of relics to check out as well for travel supplies. And then here we've got the potions. We got gold dust potion. Don't ask me what it does. I have no idea. I think you take it, and when you then poop, you poop golden shit, which you then can sell for some reason. Then we got empty jars. We got milk for some reason. You know, sometimes people drink milk to get strong. I guess that's a milk potion. We've got poison flask, HP potions. We got elixirs. We got magic potion for extra magic stamina. We got XP potions for experience, and we got some empty jars, but they're not quite empty because there's actually something inside. Oh my god, they're going crazy. Imagine being a bee in that jar, whatever it is. And we got epic potions, which is clipping through the floor. And then we got invisibility potion, and I should actually remove these potions so that they actually turn invisible. That'll be so much fun. So that's our potions, and then we've got some artifacts, Bughuulian coins, ancient clay from the terracotta caves. We got some Bughuulian pots and some gears that you can buy. I don't know why you would want to buy this, maybe for trading, for when you're on your adventures. But this very much sets the style of this area that we're going to build. So you're going on your little adventures, and you've got all your potions that you can take, and some enemies that you'll find and have to fight. I think it will be cool. And here we've got some natural, I don't know what it's called, flora or fauna, I don't bloody know. We sell aloe vera, poison apples, belladonna, in case you don't like someone, because they are very poisonous. We got poppy seeds when you want to get the opium and get high, or for something else, of course, for other travel adventures. Then we sell cinnamon bark and poison ivy. And then here we've got distractive. We got potion of speech for when you have to persuade someone for lower prices. I reckon my personal advice: grab a potion of speech, drink it, and then trade with this person that's gonna be here. And then we got potion of love. You know, that can be distracting. Then we've got harp. And we also sell some t-shirts. I actually should put a little sign there. But a harp, so you can play music, and it can be distracting. So here we're just gonna quickly go through the cabinet. So we've got the relics department, and these are all our ancient artifacts with special powers. We've got SpongeBob spatula. I know it's like a black spatula, but I guess we do it this way. Then we've got dragon tooth bottles. They look like dragon teeth to me. And then we've got eternal youth potion, the ball of book. I've got one left, but don't ask me how I got it. This is Tane Mahuta, which is a little mushroom potion. It's a reference to a previous build I made. The unstable orb, which is being stabilized in this mechanism. I thought it was really funny. Then we've got the all-seeing eye. It's an eye that just sees everything. As you can see, it's proper spaced out. This is what it looks like when you do certain recreative plants or whoa! Crazy times. Then we got the tridal head. I have no idea. And then a crystallisk instead of a chrysalisk. And then we got Gimli's axe from the Lord of the Rings, also for sale. And then obviously we've got the magic almighty dragon shit. This is awesome content. So yeah, that's pretty much our travel supplies. There will be a vendor in there at some point, and we'll pop it down somewhere down here in the valley. So as you come out of the caves right there, you walk down, make your way into the travel adventure village, which will be somewhere here. And then the mountain that we're actually standing on, I'll show you in a bit, that's gonna be the place for the castle. Let me just show you guys. Oh my, what's happening? Okay. So here, this is the blue mountain. And then obviously here we've got entrance, you can see, that we made in the previous episode. We've got the little cave that we built. We might make some cave monsters or something, or make this cave a little bit more entertaining, because currently it's boring and Yeah, but caves are boring. But you got the roots of the tree coming through, going into the water, which is really cool. You've got a tiny little bridge here. It's very thin, but strong enough to hold people. And in here we've got this epic. So imagine this: you walk through here, and then in the background you see this epic castle. This is what I call forced perspective. Something that you also do. So here you stand on top of the mountain and you see this castle there and a big valley full with attractions and all sorts of stuff. And then you make your way down from the pathing and enter the village of adventure, where you will be finding this shop and this inn in case you're sick from your sick and tired from your travels, like the archer we've seen in the intro. So here we have Boogie's Inn. We'll check the outside first. So I think it looks really, really cool, very pretty, lots of detail. Obviously a place for people to eat and rest and put their horses. On the back there's not much to see, but this is supposed to be a front view only, and I'll be putting some trees around in the back. So yeah, I'm super happy with how this turned out. I probably should chuck some smoke in there, that'll be really cool. So let's go check out the inside, shall we? So if you make your way here, I have to fix this because this looks ugly as. But this is all fully pathed, and I need to play some music, I reckon, because that would be cool. Here we've got the toilets. If you go through the toilets, there's some rooms there as well that you can hire. That's just my imagination, but you have a room for rent for 50 boogies. It includes one night, a breakfast, a shower, and fresh linen. And then we've got some shields on the wall, and then I don't know what that is. And then a little seating area with glasses. Here you can actually buy hot dogs and coffee. Very important. It's a happy hour every hour here, so you get absolutely wasted and smashed while sitting next to a campfire, nice and warm, and someone playing piano maybe. So yeah, this is kind of the inside. I think it looks nicely incorporated, very cozy, lots to see everywhere. So yeah, that's kind of the inside of Boogie's Inn. And I think with that, that's pretty much the end of the episode. I'm super stoked with these two buildings that we made in this episode and the little cave, and did some digging area. So here you can see as a perspective, this area is gonna be very big. It doesn't look very big now, but the walls are just an indication of where I want things to be. They will obviously all move all around, and they will be very similar size to the gardens of Bugendell, which is all finished. And if you want to see what this is all about, go check out the previous episodes. In there you see me build all of this stuff. Super detailed. There's 2 coasters, a couple of flat rides, or lots of shops, a restaurant. You can see one of the coasters, the cult coaster. I don't actually know why it's not running, but that's okay. So yeah, and here you got the entrance to a magic sprookjesboek. And then you go through here, and then yeah, that's kind of it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like and a comment, of course. It would really help me out. And maybe chuck the subscribe button if you want. If not, that's okay as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye!